I'm Laura Bailey, and this is my last meal.
Every person has exactly two things in common. We all gotta eat and we're all gonna die. Today's guest is one of the most successful and prolific voice actors of our generation, and you can catch her playing Vex'ahlia in season 4 of The Legend of Vox Machina, out now on Prime Video. She won the Game Award for Best Performance in 2020 for her role as Abby in The Last of Us Part 2, and she's the only one brave enough to ask the question, are you pooping? Laura Bailey, welcome to the show.
You have to do it, are you pooping?
Are you pooping? I'm
Yeah,
so sorry.
thank you for the accent, it really helps.
Now, where exactly is that accent from?
Listen, I don't know. It's a fantasy world. It can be from anywhere. And Matt had a hard time. I was missing from the game for a little bit, and he was like, I have to do a jester voice, and I can't do the jester voice, and I had to like tell him like, it's not from anywhere.
Sure.
Just make it up, and he's like, that helps.
I thought it was maybe from like kind of the hills outside of Vienna.
Oh, no,
like a
no,
small
no.
Austrian village.
It's from nowhere and everywhere.
How do you really make the line, are you pooping, come alive? Because of all of the words you said,
Are you pooping?
millions. It's a genuine earnestness and inquisitiveness that you can't fake.
You know, when you're sending direct messages into somebody's head at any moment of the day,
Sure.
you just have to know what they're doing.
That's a fair point.
And oftentimes people are texting on the toilet, let's be real.
It is true. That's where I get almost all of my best texting done.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate you being here. Sorry to bring up poop talk so early into a meal. It will happen again.
Will it?
Actually, yes. People really have three things in common. We all gotta eat, we're all gonna die, and
I've always thought that.
And you should be pooping
I'm
once a
like,
day, or
really?
else you gotta eat more fiber.
Yeah.
Veggies,
Eat your veggies.
Have you thought about your last meal before?
I had never thought about my last meal.
Oh, interesting.
And I spent a long time coming up with the list here. I went back and forth a lot. And this is what I landed on.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
anything surprise you with like the memories that were brought up when you were thinking about it?
What surprised me is how much of my favorite foods are not actually meals, are just like fingery, like, you know, like things you dip, things you create.
Yeah, they're like little noshes, they're little bites, they're
Yes.
little snacks.
Yeah, I like little snacks.
Are you a snacker in general?
I'm a girl dinner kind of person,
yeah.
you know, if I'm by myself, it's not a pretty plate.
How often do you think about death in general?
I used to not at all. Since becoming a mom, though,
Yeah.
I think about it so much more than I want to. I feel exceptionally mortal when I think about, you know, if I were to die, I would be leaving this little one behind.
Does that add extra context into your life? Like, is that a good feeling, or does it just fill you with fear?
It makes you appreciate everything more. I feel like I appreciate things more, but I also, you know, I'm a pusher downer. I can hide those feelings pretty well.
Yeah.
Every time I get on a plane, I'm like, it's gonna be fine. It's fine. Shut up, Laura. You know.
Do you like the part of yourself that pushes it down? Because I have been told by a lot of people that that's bad. Medical professionals.
No, yeah, they say it's bad.
Uh-huh.
But it really helps you function.
It really helps. That's all I'm
Listen,
saying.
You get through a lot by just ignoring it.
Yeah. But now it's different that you have another person that relies on you to,
Yeah.
keep them alive.
And it's so great. It's so great having another person.
Well, I am very excited to eat today. You ready to get to it?
Let's do it.
Hell yeah. Laura, for the first course of your final meal on Earth, we have the yellowtail sushi and sashimi. We have the chips and queso from a place like, but not necessarily exclusively, El Torito Grill. What if I told you we got this from the El Torito Grill? We figured if you named it, you know, we might as well get it. And then we have the hot sake over here. I don't know that this combination
This is an interesting combo. I can definitely say I've never had these foods together before.
I think it kind of speaks to your lack of eating a full meal, but rather fun little noshes.
Yeah.
You know?
This is a great little nashi. These look amazing.
This is yellowtail sushi. We made the nigiri rice, and then we put a little bit of yuzu kosho on top. That's a fermented yuzu rind condiment, really delightful. And then we figured this is a gift from the chefs, of course. We have the yellowtail sashimi with a little bit of serrano and ponzu.
Oh my gosh.
Shall we? Oh, can I pour you some sake?
Yes, please, and then I'll pour
Perfect.
yours.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Now, why hot sake? There is a theme of hot beverages on your meal.
There is, isn't there? Yeah. I hadn't realized that. I don't know, man. I thought about going unfiltered. I do like unfiltered sake, but for my last meal,
Yeah.
I wanted it to be hot.
There's-
It's more comforting.
The hot sake with the hot queso, it's a beautiful pairing.
Yeah. I gotta be real. I thought we were gonna start with the coffee. I like starting with the sake.
We can get you a cup of coffee. We got the
No,
coffee
let's
coming with
do it.
dessert, but cheers.
That's delicious.
That is wonderful. Should we dig into the sushi?
Uh-huh.
Do you go chopsticks or hands?
You know, gone both.
It's your last meal. This is up to you.
Let's go fingers on this one.
Fingers on the sushi?
Yeah, fingers on sushi. Do we dippies? Just a little?
I'm taking
dibbly
cues
dab?
from you. I'm a big fan of dipping.
Okay. I'm so glad I'm here.
I'm really curious about the queso because you spent the first roughly, 26, 27 years of your life mostly in Texas, in the
Yeah.
first 10 years of your career. What was the thing that you were most homesick for when you moved out to California?
Tex-Mex.
Was it Tex-Mex?
Yeah, because it doesn't really exist in the same way here.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I missed a lot of things about Texas, but also it's just so different now. You go home and I mean, like, the area that I grew up, which is North Texas, was like flat, nothing.
Yeah.
When I grew up there, and now I go back to visit my parents, and it's like everything. It's all businesses and just endless houses, and it's a lot.
Does that make you sad seeing it develop like that?
I mean, I'm nostalgic for open spaces for sure, but I don't think it's necessarily I'm nostalgic for open spaces in Texas.
Sure.
Land.
I was gonna ask if you see like the larger metaphor in you feeling like the caged bird that needs to be freed in open space.
Whoa, I hadn't.
What better time to think about it than your last meal eating sushi with a person that you met 12 minutes ago?
I was literally just talking about, so when I was getting ready this morning, Wide Open Spaces was playing, and I was like, this is everything. It makes so much sense. This is how I feel. I need to be free.
But does that like trigger you back to that point in your life?
Oh, 100%. I got in a car accident listening to Cowboy Take Me Away when I was driving, and I was like singing at the top of my lungs and looking out on a field, and it was just like, yes, Cowboy Take Me Away, and I looked back and a car just stopped in front of me. I just slammed right into him. That's what I think every time I listen to the Chicks.
Sometimes the song's so good that you just rear-end the person in front of you.
Now, here's the deal with the chips and queso and salsa. I feel bad double dipping on this because all of my stuff is dippy stuff.
I'm all about double dipping.
Okay.
I think that sort of the more you do that, the more you cross-pollinate germs of other people, the less susceptible you are.
We're getting stronger.
We're getting stronger. I think there's scientific truth to that. The person who failed the last science class that he
Yeah.
took in high school.
I'm mixing this queso so that the shininess is gone. You have to go queso to salsa. You can't go the other way because the queso just slips right off. But it ends up making the salsa look just disgusting in the end.
I'm imagining when this is all the way at the bottom, it's just a gross.
It's so foul.
When you were in high school, you wanted to be a biologist initially, then took a huge hard right turn in your career. But do you still have like a passing interest in biology? And do you have any fun facts that you like break out for people?
I don't have any facts.
No.
I don't have any facts. Like what I liked about microbiology was just this entire world that we don't see. I did have a strong interest in it until I got to the math portion. And then I realized I don't want any part of this. And that all happened around the same time that I like discovered theater. In school, I was pretty shy.
Yeah.
And I remember auditioning for my first show, and I was so quiet in the audition that they couldn't hear me from like across the stage. It wasn't even the audience. They couldn't hear me from one side of the stage to the other, and I didn't get cast. I wanted to do it, but I wasn't comfortable with it, and it wasn't until like I found a group of friends. I guess, yeah, I found a group of friends that like made me feel comfortable enough in myself that I was able to start doing theater for real. And when I started it, that's when I was like, oh, I want to be an actress.
Yeah. There's also an interview that you watch that you bring up a lot, and you kind of seem to give yourself a little bit of shit for taking it very seriously. But Katie Holmes disappointing her high school theater teacher.
Yeah.
And taking the role in Dawson's Creek, but I want to like explore the seriousness of that impact on
Well,
you.
because it was like I was watching this interview with her, and yeah, she had been cast in a play in her high school, and then she got cast in Dawson's Creek, and like, I think she almost, I don't know if she went back into, I don't know the details. I don't know Katie Holmes' life.
Sure. It took a couple weird turns after that, I'll tell you what.
It just seemed so approachable after I saw somebody dealing with like, well, yeah, if you're in a show, you can't leave that. Everybody's depending on you. And she was also from a small town. I grew up in like Allen in North Texas. Like, there was nothing there, you know? Once I saw that, got on the phone with my mom, I called her at her work. And I was like, Mom, I want to be an actress.
How old were you at the time?
I think I was a senior in high school. I might have been a junior. I was like, I want to get an agent, and I want to start auditioning. I want to, I want to make this a thing. And she was like, no, we're not going to do that.
That is such a huge jump from the person who couldn't be heard from the opposite side of the stage to then like, very seriously, I want to get an agent. Were you always the type of person that jumped into things very full force?
I had been doing theater at school.
Yeah.
So I'd already been doing plays and stuff, and I wasn't, getting like the lead in the musical or anything like that. I never got the lead. It just didn't occur to me. I thought it was something you just did as a hobby. You just did it for fun, and then you moved on, and then you did biology, or
statistically, that is what it is for most people.
So when I just like that interview, like just triggered that, oh my gosh, I can do this. You can do this. It can be a career. That can be my path.
Yeah. Was that because that was like the first time that you saw something relatable to your own life that was then reflected back in media?
Yes.
And now, how many people do you think you've given that experience to who look at your story and then reflect that upon their own lives?
I don't know.
I think it's probably a fair amount.
It's probably a fair amount. I think voice acting in general, I think it became something that you can do in like the mid 2000s, around like 2010, it started to like kind of shift, where people like started to see like, because I was still doing like, God, wait, what's the timeline? I came out here in 2007. I came out to California in 2007. So like most of my anime that I did was, I guess, early 2000s. Yeah, and I think that's when people started to like see anime like voice actors. That's when like I would start going, because when we started, we were like doing DBZ. We would do this thing called the Hummer Tour, which sounds bad, but they took like a big Hummer and they painted it up like in DBZ, and then they would drive it across America.
What? There's a DBZ Hummer?
There was, and we would fly, us actors would fly to some random city that they drove the Hummer to, and we would do an autograph signing in a mall.
What year is this?
Like probably like 2001, 2002, something like that. Oh my
God. I mean, I remember the explosion of like DBZ when I would have been like around that year. And that
Yeah.
Yeah. It felt like it came out of nowhere, and it.
Yeah. When I started at Funimation, I was still in college. Again, like hadn't thought of voice acting. That was never even on my radar. And I got an audition through a play that I was doing to come and audition for Funimation. And I was just in college, I was just in school, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go do this like thing. I knew what Dragon Ball Z was. I had like friends with brothers who watched Dragon Ball Z, and I knew like Sailor Moon. I was like, that's gotta be the same sort of thing, right? Went and auditioned and ended up getting cast. But I was still like, just doing classes and doing my plays in college, and I remember missing a session because I had like a thing for school that I couldn't miss. And the owner of Funimation called me, Barry. Was it Barry? No, again, they call me Barry, called me. And he got on the phone with me and he's like, hey, you're young. I need you to realize this is for real. This is a job. You can't just miss it because you have a thing you have to go to for school. And I was like, oh shit. He's like, don't ever do that again. And I was like, yes, sir.
I think for most people, it's ambiguous when it happens, but you literally had an authority figure call you and say, you're an adult now.
Yeah.
This is different.
Take it seriously. And then I did. And it's funny because when I started acting, I started doing Funimation. I told my mom, like, hey, I'm going to do this. She's like, Laura, you have to focus on school. Don't think about it. And then as soon as that happened and I started actually working more and more there, she was like, Laura, you need to focus on your voice acting. Don't worry about school. And I did. I ended up dropping out after like a year and a half of college and just focusing on voice acting.
And I think it worked out.
Cheers.
To that. Ready to go into course number 2?
Oh gosh, wait, let me eat more chip.
Eat more queso.
I started
Don't
talking.
let me.
Listen. I got distracted.
I think you can talk with chips and queso
Chips are hard
fully in
to,
your
yeah.
mouth. I think all of our audience really likes when that happens. Oh no, Chip! Oh God! Oh God!
Chip now.
We need to rescue Chip now.
We used to have.
Go on.
We would have queso at my house when I was growing up, and that was the number one thing my dad would do. If you took too long with your queso, he'd smack your hand and it would go into this.
Laura, for course number 2 of your final meal on Earth, we have the full tea setup.
Oh my God.
Which we have never had on the show. Thank you so much, Ash. This is also my first ever tea experience. We have, from the top, we have homemade British-style scones with some fresh strawberry jam, as well as a mixed citrus marmalade. We have the smoked salmon on rye, and then we have the cucumber with cream cheese on white. And then we have the tea cakes down here, various and assorted with some macarons. We have the clotted cream, of course, a pot of English breakfast tea. And then if you would take a look at your mug, do you recognize anything about it? If you flip it around.
This is a Vexalia mug.
We have the hand-painted Vexalia mug, and I get Trinket.
Buddy, this is the most magical tea setup I've ever seen. I'm so thrilled. It's more than I could have ever dreamt of.
You said the pretty teacup is very important.
It is so important.
So we wanted to make you a pretty one.
This is all about aesthetics, right? This is the experience more than it is the flavors.
This was hand-painted by Julian Hill, who is a fan. So shout out to Julian for making that. May I pour you some English breakfast tea?
Oh, I would love it, darling. Thank
Is there anything I need to know about the ceremony? And do you like me to do an accent?
Dive in.
Oh, please, I would love to do an accent.
Lovely.
I would be plumb pleased to do an accent.
This is everything. This is like little girl dreams, right? I'm having a tea party right now.
I haven't had this since I was a wee lass.
Yeah. Pass me the milk, please.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I didn't have time to plan for this, so it sort of just came out.
Do you want?
Oh, please, absolutely.
Oh, shit. Well, look.
Oh, Plummux, you spilled the milk again.
Just hold on, I have a wet wipe from earlier.
Thank you so much.
There we are. Well, I can't leave milk on the table.
I feel like I just challenged Michael Jordan to a game of horse. Saying, should we do it? Is there an accent that you haven't done that you are really itching to?
No. No, I'm not. I've run the gambit of things I'm actually okay at. And now if I do an accent, I've done some that I'm not good at.
What's the worst accent that you've done? Now is the confessional time of your last meal where you atone.
Oh, I atone for my sins.
But everybody has to promise not to look it up.
Listen, okay, wait, look. I'm really bad at French, and I don't think I've had to do it for any projects. I've just done it on like our stream on Critical Role for like some one shots. Cheers, dear.
Cheers. Wonderful.
And do you like it?
I do. So I've never had it.
Your face, wonderful.
No. No, I do. I was thinking back to my childhood, actually, because my grandmother, she spoke with a very Victorian accent.
She spoke with a Victorian accent? What
Straight up.
Explain.
I was going to imitate it, but I can't do it anymore. My grandma was born in, 1920 in South Africa. So she was educated. She was a Lithuanian Jew, but she was educated in a very, behind the times, proper British school. So she spoke with not the South African accent you might think, but truly I'd like to have a strawberry ice cream, please. Had that trilled R's, very transatlantic. It was very strange. And she's a total blue collar. She was a farmer's wife. But I grew up drinking tea with her, but we never had anything outside of a microwaved Entman's coffee cake. So this is new for me.
And now we have the tower.
Now we have the tower.
With the cream.
With the clotted cream. We've clotted it ourselves.
I had to do a South African accent.
How did that go?
I had a lot of training beforehand. Most of the accent work I do, if I am not super comfortable with it straight from the get-go, I'll hire a dialect coach so that I am getting, so it's better.
Yeah. I found the South African accent really becomes clear if you use the phrase, do you play rugby?
Rugby?
The word rugby. Do you play rugby, bro? It's a very northern,
Really?
up near Hoedspruit. That's the kind of accent. But if you just say, do you play rugby, that locks it in.
Just
pretty
straight
quick.
in?
Yeah.
There's always like a line that'll get you into the character voice.
Do you have a line for that for Vex'ahlia, who you are now reprising for the 4th season of The Legend of Vox
I'm
Machina?
so excited about it. I don't need a line for Vex'ahlia. Vex'ahlia lives in my brain 24/7.
Yeah.
She's just a part of me. So she's like, I'm actively keeping her down, along with Jester. The two of them just struggle for control like all the time.
Do you know how many hours you have performed both Jester and Vex'ahlia? Because like you've lived with both of them for a long time inside your own head.
I heard somewhere that we've have more hours clocked than The Simpsons, right? Because of, I mean, we have more hours clocked than any other. It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours.
What I would
Do
imagine.
you have the strawberry jam?
Oh, please. So this is a Harry's Berries strawberry jam. These are, I think, the best strawberries in existence in California. I mean, very simply. And then this is a mixed citrus marmalade here.
Okay.
What was that?
I'm excited.
Okay, good. It almost seems like it would be an interesting therapeutic technique to like live as other characters for such a long period of time.
It is. That's one of the best things about tabletop, I think. I didn't grow up playing it, but it makes you so empathetic. I think it helps you see things from other people's perspective because you are actively living in somebody else's shoes and, you know, trying to make them different than yourself. So, you know, Vex'ahlia made some choices that I wouldn't make. Jester certainly made choices that I wouldn't make. But it's fun to be somebody for so long that it becomes second nature, that those choices feel right in the moment.
How often are you finding yourself at traditional tea ceremonies? Because this is the thing you can like pay for, I've been told.
No, I know, but I never
Angeles.
do it here. I went to my first one when we were on a trip in London. Wow. And I really, really had wanted to do it. And Travis was like, let's find a place that we can go get high tea. And so we did, and it was magical and beautiful. And now every time we go, we like take a day so we can go and actually have a moment to go get tea.
Speaking of Travis, the way I understand it, he was invited to the initial play that became Critical Role for Liam O'Brien's birthday, and you were not
You did the research.
on that invite list. Have you ever gotten your apology for
From
that?
them? Probably.
Sounds
Probably.
like it was not satisfactory.
It was a long time ago. That's going on 14 years ago that we all started playing together. Oh my gosh, 14 years ago.
Yeah, how's that setting in?
We're old.
You and me both, dude. This is wonderful.
They invited Travis. What? He's not even nerdy. Like, I'm nerdy.
What would you say your nerdiness credentials were versus his? Not that I'm trying to relitigate this or don't believe you, but I'm
Thank
curious
you.
how you quantify it.
I read all the nerdy books. I do the nerdy things. He played football. That's it.
Listen, as a canonical jock nerd hybrid myself, I
jock nerd, yeah.
I can only say that I can empathize with his experience and say that intersectionality does exist here. You know, we can sort of.
No, he was a wonderful hybrid. Yes. But yeah, I was the one that was obsessed with A Song of Ice and Fire and Lord of the Rings. I almost got Fear Cuts Deeper Than Swords tattooed on my arm.
See, I don't even know what that's from. So
That's from the first book of Song of Ice and Fire. That's an Arya
Which is
Stark
Game of-
quote.
Game of Thrones-
Which
which
is
is the
Game of Thrones.
Okay,
which is,
we're
you know,
tracking.
but that's what we called it before it was an HBO series.
Got you.
And I almost got it tattooed, and then it became the HBO series. And then everybody knew it, and then it wasn't like going to be cool anymore, and then everybody would have known it. So I'm glad
That
I
did
did
happen
it.
with almost everything in nerd culture,
All the
though.
nerdy things became pop culture.
Is that
Nerds are cool.
They're cool. You're cool. But like the fact that you have seen nerd culture evolve even since, like you said, that first D&D play 14 years ago when you created Vex'ahlia now on your little teacup. How much have you seen? Like, that's crazy.
That's so crazy.
And you've kind of made it up a little bit on a whim almost to troll Liam, who then became your
I did not make it.
twin.
No.
Okay.
No. Let me set the record
So
straight.
sorry, please.
I don't know what you read.
Go on. I'm interested in the truth.
So, when we were creating our characters, it was just going to be a one game
Uh-huh.
sort of situation. And I wanted to be a rogue, half elf.
Of course. Who wouldn't?
And it was Liam and Sam's thing. It was Liam's game. So he was like, I'm going to be a rogue half elf. And I was like, fine, I won't be that. And so I asked, but I'm like, I still really want to be a half elf, though. It's like a really great class, a really great race. So I asked Matt, I was like, what can I be that I can get a pet? Because I just want a pet. And he's like, you can either be a druid or a ranger. So then I chose a ranger. And then like everything that we were choosing, me and Liam kept wanting to choose the same thing. And so we finally were like, what if we're twins? Because our birthdays actually are the same day in real life.
Oh my God.
So we just made our characters twins, and then it made sense that we were both half elves.
And now Vex and Vax are through multiple seasons of a Prime Video show that you guys are all voice acting on. What kind of crazy full circle moment was that for you? Because I actually listened to an interview of you in 2015 after you just started streaming on Geek and Sundry.
Did you really? Did I sound like an idiot?
Oh, you really did. Yeah, you had this crazy heavy Texan accent.
Yeah,
too.
it was
sounded
real.
like you kept talking about Walker, Texas Ranger.
Oh gosh.
In the one episode you did, and I was like, leave it alone, Laura.
I did do an episode of Walker, Texas Ranger.
You sounded very astute, but you were like, wouldn't it be crazy if we one day had an animated show? And then now you got 2 animated shows going on.
Did I really say that?
You really did. But like with the same sense of conviction and belief that you seemed like you thought it would happen, and almost the way that you described when you called your mom and said, I'm going to get an agent.
Yeah.
You know, like you could feel it in your voice.
But that's a path that none of us expected. We all had our voice acting careers, and that was what we were doing. And now it's like, I feel like in a parallel world, I just kept doing this one thing, but it veered so hard to the right, to the left. I still have to do this when I think of left and right. You make the L, that makes the left. The other one is the right.
I don't know how to say this, but both of these are L's to me. Uh-oh. Did I just find out something about my brain? Yeah, I couldn't tell you which one's the L.
That's a J. That's an L. At least up to you.
Now they're both J. Now they're both J's. Yeah, you're right. This is the L. That's tough.
I don't know what we were talking about.
Critical Role, animation, Walker, Texas Ranger.
All the things.
Is he dead?
He is. He passed. He passed recently. He was so kind.
Really?
I was so sick when I was filming that episode, and I was like deathly ill, and it was the first thing I'd ever shot. And I was trying so hard the whole day to hold in my cough so that I wouldn't cough on Chuck Norris.
This is for Chuck Norris.
This is for Chuck.
Hey, cheers.
Good guy.
R.I.P. Chuck.
And they were gonna cut one of my lines for time, and he said, no, you will not cut her line, because he knew it was my first thing I'd ever done.
Aww.
And I was so excited to be there, and he's like, no, you're gonna keep her line in.
That is what a genuinely sweet Chuck Norris memory.
It's pretty great.
You also mentioned in that interview how it would be even crazier, Laura, if there was a Critical Role video game set in Exandria. What can you tell me about the Critical Role video game?
Oh my gosh, you're asking me about it?
I'm asking you about it.
Things are shaking. They're moving. They're shaking. I can't say anything else other than that.
It must be very exciting that it's moving and shaking, though.
There's a lot of work being done and a lot of talks happening and a lot of fun things I get to look at. And I can't say anything else.
The thing that I didn't understand about Critical Role is I knew you were all voice actors. I didn't know that you were all like the 95 Chicago Bulls. Are you a sports person?
Totally.
They were very good at basketball. Very accomplished is what I'm saying. That you all are like truly the best of the best voice actors going there and are still tremendously prolific. How much of you views yourself as a sort of voice actor at large versus like a Critical Role member? Or do you feel the need to delineate?
I feel like it has shifted a bit, especially since the animated series came out. Like even just working on games that I had been working on, there's a lot of projects that I've been doing for a decade or more. And now there's this question of, do you have time to keep coming in are you okay to do a session? And I'm like, yeah, this is still yes, of course, I still want to be doing that too. So yeah, I think it's a constant reminder that I still want to be in the video game industry and the animation world outside of just CR. Because it does kind of take over our world quite a bit, especially with Travis, especially at home, because he's, the CEO of the company, which is like legit. He is the CEO of the company. He is.
He's not just the fall guy in case
He's not
the
just
taxes
like
aren't paid.
yeah. It's not just a pretty title. He does the work, and it is constant.
Yeah.
And he's, you know, him and Sam are really the two main EPs of the animated series. The rest of us are very involved, but they are the ones that are actively at every single mix, record, and music note session, and all of the things to make the episodes happen.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Ready to go on to course number 3? You can keep eating. Laura, for the third course of your final meal, we have caviar with all the fixins, champagne, and then southern fried chicken with the mashed potatoes.
Oh my gosh.
May I pour you a glass of champagne?
Yes! These combos.
I think caviar and fried chicken is one of the best combos in the world, I think.
I'm gonna definitely try it on the chicken. Is that weird?
No, that's actually like a very cool foodie thing to do.
Is it?
That chef started doing, yeah. I think David Chang's probably the first person that I saw do that. That's the thing, caviar and fried chicken.
No.
They're serving it at restaurants. You can like order fried chicken and then you can add a supplement of caviar for like $100, including my favorite spot.
I knew that.
Michelin,
That's why I chose
Jack Pie.
these courses.
You are very
Cheers.
well versed in the culinary world. Cheers.
Ah.
We have the blini if you would like
Yes,
to
please.
take some, please. The blini are freshly made in-house.
Oh my gosh. This is the best day ever.
Okay, so here we have black osetra caviar. This is from the Caspian Sea. Then we have some minced shallots. We have some sieved egg yolk over here. We have the egg whites separated as is tradition. Finely minced chives by somebody who obviously has a lot of experience.
That is some
mincing chives.
mincing. That is some serious mince work.
And then we got some creme fraiche, and then of course a little bit of fresh lemon.
I've never done lemon on it.
I think there's enough sort of like brininess coming from the caviar.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? Like I'm a fancy person? No, I can give all that up. I tried to fake it for a while in my 20s.
Oh, it was good.
No, I don't have to do that anymore.
I tried caviar for the first time with Ashley Johnson. And it was like this little dive bar. I think it was New York. We ordered the cheapest caviar on the menu because, let's be real. And then, yeah, I just fell in love with this whole assembly process. I don't even know what caviar tastes like, but I know what all this stuff tastes like, and it's good.
If you want to try the caviar straight, or
No.
you can on your deathbed just go into that good night, never knowing.
I'm making a caviar taco. This is not how I normally do it,
Kind of love it.
but I mean, brilliant right there.
I'm talking too. I go like very simply with just creme fraiche and caviar.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't go hard?
No. I think I go hard in other ways. Why did I feel the need to defend that as if you were calling me?
I'm judging your lack of chives. Cheers.
Cheers. What a treat.
It feels so bougie in the. You're so stupid.
Sorry, if you'd like for the chicken, we do have the dust of deliciousness.
What is in the dust of deliciousness?
So this is actually, it was us trying to recreate the Tokyo Fried Chicken Co.'s chicken seasoning.
Oh my God.
A closed down fried chicken restaurant that's delightful. But the way that you described it, I believe, was a reddish brown powder. And so we're like, I think we accidentally made the dust of deliciousness before you ever invoked it. You might have to whack it a little bit. There it is. There it is.
Gotta try it. That is delicious.
It's
That
mostly
would make
MSG.
my wisdom go down.
Yeah, I think so.
With the champagne. I tricked a hag with that shit.
You what? What was that? Tricked a... Laura, what'd
I
you do?
said I tricked a hag with that shit.
You sure did trick a hag with that shit. And did you just make up dust of deliciousness on
I
the
didn't.
spot?
No, I didn't. Matt had given that to me early on in the campaign, and I kept it in my inventory for a long time, not doing anything with it.
And he just made up a magical spice powder that
Because
stupefies you.
I liked sweet things.
Yeah.
I like sweet things in general, and then that translated over to Jester liking sweet things. And so, yeah, he gave it to me thinking, I don't know what I was going to do with it, but he forgot he gave it to me until that moment. And he was like, he didn't even remember what it did when I was like, I sprinkled that with the dust of
And
delicious.
that could have been hundreds of hours in between when he gave it to you.
100%.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Oh, God. That's delicious. It's very hot.
Fried chicken. You're allowed one false start on the fried chicken. I'm now scared. The fried chicken.
You gotta break the skin in order to get the steam out.
There's the accent. It's coming through.
That's
So the
right.
fried chicken. So this is a 2-day dry brine. A little bit of Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. And then we double dredged in pure egg whites and get a crispier coating. Fried at about 350 in peanut oil. It should be delicious.
Oh my God, my
love
mom
fried
just
chicken.
makes it like coating it with like crushed up saltine crackers.
Does she really?
This is,
I respect that.
yeah.
Oh, God, so good.
Oh my
so
God.
We got gravy. Okay.
You want gravy?
Oh, we got gravy. We got
I don't want gravy.
gravy. That's for gravy on the side. Okay, yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh my God.
And the last
This
meal,
is the
come on.
bougiest thing I've ever done in my life.
Wash it down with the champagne, Laura. It's your last meal. You deserve it.
Okay.
Hey, cheers.
Oh
Yeah,
my
cheers with the camera.
God. What are we doing? This is so fun.
We're living.
Living. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh my
And the
God.
champagne just washes it off from your palate so you can do it again.
Can I be real right now?
Yes, please.
I had technically written Southern chicken fried chicken, which is a little different than regular fried chicken.
Oh my God, you did. You wanted like a chicken fried steak that was a chicken breast. Oh my God, I thought it was a typo.
But I figured
'Cause it
it's
said
chicken
Southern
fried chicken.
chicken.
Fried chicken. It's a
Oh
weird
my
thing.
God.
But this is so good that it beats that.
I apologize from the bottom of my heart. Here at Mythical Kitchen, we strive to leave every guest with the best experience possible. We'll give you a coupon. I swear to God, you can show up to wherever I am and demand chicken fried chicken. I have all those ingredients in my home and studio at any time.
So good. This is the best fried chicken I've ever had in
it
my
really?
life. Would you like some of this brown gravy?
Please pour it wherever you think it should be appropriate.
I'm gonna just do a little teeny pour for you there. This is we're back to tea time.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I can't put syrup on my pancakes.
Say more.
If you put the gravy or the syrup or the whatever on the meal, you can't guarantee a uniform bite. But if you take the syrup and it's like warm, and then you add butter to that, and you make like a concoction,
Similar to your queso and salsa.
it's all
Happy
alchemy at the
accident.
table. You're mixing it up, and you make this. It looks disgusting, the butter and the syrup together, but it's so good. And then you just can dip and make sure each bite of pancake is perfectly coated to what you want.
Yeah.
And also, it doesn't get that sogginess that, I'm sorry, is disgusting.
Oh, really? No, one of my favorite. If my last meal would almost all be wet breads.
Ooh, that's my least favorite thing.
Wet bread? Oh, Maya, check please.
Oh my
Leaning.
gosh.
I love food that is fully assembled and drenched. Texas-style nachos are individually built on each nacho. The ones that I grew up are in a giant clamshell that is just everything shoved in.
Yeah.
But to me, I want to be able to walk into a situation where I have no choices but diagnose it and figure out the best way to satisfy everyone's wants and needs in that. Whereas I think what you're describing with food is like you want to be able to craft those conditions yourself.
Yes.
Which I think could speak to like maybe a larger view on the idea of control. Whereas I feel as if we have none, and any amount of control that we think we have is purely nominal. Do you think that we actually have control over our own destiny?
Yes.
Got deep quick about chicken.
Yes, I do.
Has that been
I feel like we
reflected
can
in your
change
life?
Things. I mean, yeah. I feel like nothing happens unless you make it happen.
What have you made happen in your? I like that we're whispering now. This is nice.
Intimate over the champagne,
Really, God, it really is. What a nice time.
right?
What have you made happen in your life, do you think?
I mean, everything, haven't we? I mean, everything that you've done, hasn't it come from like a choice that you've made? Or did you just luck into all of this and decide this is where I want to be?
I think maybe I like to view myself as a kayaker on a river.
Yeah.
And the river's going to go wherever the river's going to go, and all I can do is stay afloat in this kayak. Whereas it sounds like you are making more of an active choice to turn that and take some tributaries.
I feel like if I had just stayed on the river, then I would still be in Texas, and I would probably maybe be doing work at Funimation.
Yeah.
But I might not even be acting at all.
Yeah, 100%.
You have to be the river.
Damn. You are the river and their kayakers are floating you.
Oh my God, somebody write a book.
We can write it right now.
Give me some more of this caviar.
There's like a really striking juxtaposition in your career versus the game that you won your biggest award for, The Last of Us Part 2 in 2020.
Yes.
And the first ever game that you did.
Oh no.
We got to talk about Blood Rain.
Oh no.
We got to talk about Blood Rain's big editorial feature in 2004 for Blood Rain 2.
No.
It is such an insane snapshot that I did not know existed, where Rain from Blood Rain had a Playboy centerfold
Yes, she did.
in PS2 blocky 2003 graphics.
Yeah.
Nude. And the whole article was about how dudes rocking, dudes are gaming, and they're in their 20s, and now there's bigger guns and bigger jugs. That was the real copy.
I mean,
read
that was the
piece.
time, right?
Yeah.
When like you would go to E3 and it was like the booth babes, right?
Was that really what they were? Was it like a proper
They were
noun?
called booth babes.
Called booth babes.
And they would be girls, and you'd wear a very small amount of clothing, and people would be attracted to come to your booth and check out the game.
Yeah.
Yes, that was so common. And that's what it was when I started.
And fast forward to voicing Abby, who I believe Abby's body was modeled after a professional CrossFitter.
Yes.
Which is, by definition, a very, very functional body type.
Yeah.
But then
Which still, even then, like, I remember when Neil showed me that character design, I was like, whoa, she is a lot stronger than I imagined her being. You know, when we get cast, we don't see, very often, we don't see the character art. It depends on what project it is and where you are in the process. But like with things like that, with where you're coming in early and you're doing the full performance and you have a lot of input into things, we don't see the character art until like we're already in filming. And so Abby was revealed to me after I'd already like started the rehearsal process, and I was like, whoa. Neil's like, can you start lifting weights? I was like, yes, I will. I want to be able to move like that.
what was your did you anticipate the reaction to Abby that eventually happened? Because there were a lot of people. I'm not a gamer per se, so I viewed all of this from like a cultural commentary standpoint, where I was very confused because I remember Gamergate in 2015 and how that led to the freaking presidential election. Like that was the thing we were dealing with, and it was a very potent cultural force. To then people very negatively reacting to Abby because she wasn't as sexualized. Yeah. Which was at least the way that I viewed it. Is that the way that you viewed it at the time?
Yes. I also think, oh gosh, that game just got cursed by so many different elements, but
came out at a very weird time in history.
It came out at a very weird time. It was just after COVID lockdown. People were so mad. We were all so mad that everything was changing and we were stuck, and people had so much time they hadn't had before, which was great for Critical Role. People started watching a lot more CR because of it. Yeah. But with The Last of Us, it got leaked. Nobody knew the full story, and all that got leaked were these horrific scenes. So you had no knowledge of who this character was or why she was doing the things that she was doing. It had been leaked that there was a trans character in the game. The scene comes out where she's, got the golf club, and it turned into just a nightmare online. It was, I had to have Sony security. They were looking into all of the active death threats that were coming in. Yeah. Because it was constant. And
these are against you specifically, for voicing the character.
Yes, for playing the character. And I performed it. It was full performance capture. Yeah. Regardless, though, there's no.
Oh, okay. So then now it makes sense.
I did the action, so that makes it make sense. No, they were threatening my parents. They were threatening my baby, who was a baby at the time. I was pregnant when we were filming Last of Us. Yeah. I had Ronan while I was filming, and then continued filming after he was born. He was actually in the game. It was really cute. Really? Yeah. So I was very attached to it, and I had been such a huge fan of The Last of Us that when we were working on it, we thought, I knew it was going to get a reaction, obviously, because like Joel is beloved and he's an amazing character. I loved him. So I knew that was coming, but because of the leaks, because of the way that it happened, it was just a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you let experiences like that disillusion you towards the industry as a whole, or is that, because I
Woof.
imagine you may have dealt with at least forms of that through your entire career.
I got hate mail during DBZ because they had different music and
That was me. That was my
That was
bad.
you. That was you.
Yeah, you shouldn't have changed the music.
Yeah. Yeah, like violent emails saying that like you
having a
should
bad day.
I know you have more control than you say you do. I'm like, I'm 18. Yeah, it happens, but that experience, I feel like up until then I was very like present online. I was very open online, and I shared a lot of myself online, and I kind of backed off after that. Yeah, it kind of makes you second guess, your availability to the public, for sure. And, I think video games as a whole, like the industry is suffering from a lot of different things, but the amount of leaks that happen, and I think it's such an awful trend because people work years and years and pour their heart and souls into these projects, and then to have a fan bypass all of it and release the game to people before it's ready, or it ruins the sales and it crashes the reviews and it makes the game perform worse, and then their livelihood is gone, and things that they've worked, like I worked 5 years on The Last of Us, and I was so excited for its release, and then it just crashed down around me, and it still was critically lauded, and I know it's still, I feel like the haters are very loud online, as it always is, but there's a ton of people that love that game and still come up to cons to me like and are dressed as Abby and say that she changed their life, and it's an amazing game, and it's beautiful, and the message of it is beautiful, and yeah.
Laura, for your final course, your final meal on Earth, we have the chocolate glazed donut, we have the yellow box cake, exactly how it looks in the box, the ice cream, and then diner coffee. May I pour you the coffee? This coffee was painstakingly made in the fashion of a diner. We heated the water way too hot. We let it get cold. We reheated it, and then we watered it down just a little bit.
I can't wait.
Dead serious.
Next time you're like, can I top you off, honey?
Yeah. Can I top you off, honey?
Oh no, what was that?
It's the only accent I can do. Oh, it's the only accent I can do. I'm so sorry. But the good news is everybody hates it.
Oh, it was amazing.
Thank you so much.
You want a little milk, honey?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yes, please.
There you go. Well, my dad was from the Philippines and then went to New York. And my mom was from Pennsylvania. So I never had
Oh, interesting.
a really strong Texas accent. Gotta get a little bit of sugar in the coffee, just a little bit.
Real sugar? We're not going Splenda?
Oh, no. I feel like it tastes like chemical. I can't do it.
Yeah, well, that's because all the chemicals in it. Yeah, cheers.
This is perfect. When I tell
talked a lot about
you nailed it.
Yeah, it's bad, right? It's awesome.
I love it.
Same. And then we have both a cake donut and, of course, a
Chocolate glazed donut.
a chocolate glazed donut, both from Randy's, which I think makes the best standard donut in Los Angeles.
I've never had a Randy's donut. I can't wait to try it.
They're really good.
I grew up with my dad going every weekend to Dunkin' Donuts and picking up. We grew up, me and my sister, in a, not the royal we, in a sugar house.
Yeah.
Some people like grew up in healthy households. I grew up in a sugar household, in
kind
a
of
southern,
opposite of an
buttery
almond.
sugar household.
Man. But Dunkin' Donuts, though. Oh. The way the dough structure completely collapses.
It's perfect.
There's sort of a lot of themes that we've seen throughout
Yeah.
your meal. With the building of small bites, the chocolate and the dough, all the hot beverages.
Am I predictable?
I think you know what you want out of life. And I think there's something really existentially rewarding when you figure that out.
Well, I went through and watched some other interviews and realized some of them are gourmet, like really fancy, good good cooking.
We did just eat caviar, if you've forgotten.
Okay.
Maybe the taste of champagne on your
still
breath can also be.
Okay.
Is there a way that you want to be perceived about this last meal? Because we have had people suddenly get a pang of worry where they're like, I remember Brendan Lee Mulligan just going,
Really?
am I not classy? I'm like, of course not.
No.
No, man. We're eating.
I know I'm not. I think it's a little bit of not classy mixed in with classy.
I think it's the best half classy,
Best
half
of both
trashy.
worlds.
100%. You're grounded.
I'm bougie trashy. Look!
We got pretty close.
It's miraculous. I need a birthday candle in here to really seal the deal.
One order of birthday candles coming up.
You know my birthday's coming up.
May 28th.
May 28th. You with
Just
your
facts and facts.
all these fans, you just threw it out there. How did you just have it on the top of your head? Did you look over at a card?
No, I have cards here, but this just says, are there still ghosts in your house?
Yeah. Yeah, there are.
That sucks, man.
I definitely have
moved?
ghosts in my house. They come
Because they were in the last house.
I know.
But they started there. The ghost started there.
I
Picked them up.
I think I got them at a antique. I like flea markets.
I thought you were about to say a sentence that explained the ghost, but instead you said, I like flea
I
markets.
like flea markets. I like art. I've bought a lot of antique paintings.
Okay.
And I think antique paintings,
That's where ghosts live.
that's where ghosts live.
Yeah.
I brought them from a house and put them in my house, and now they live in my house.
Dumb idea. Dumb idea. It sounds like they don't live with the house, they live with the paintings.
But they live with me.
You could get new paintings.
They
Sell
are
those paintings.
definitely in the house.
Do you actively believe though? Like this is.
I hear it. I hear it.
What do you hear? What do they say to you?
At my old house, it was a 2-story.
Mm-hmm.
And I could hear somebody walking around upstairs. It wasn't like in the attic. Oh, there's somebody like camping out in our house.
Yeah.
I know that stuff happens. I've read those creepypastas. I would hear footsteps walking up and down the hallway, and you could go and look up at the area where you could hear the footsteps, and there was nobody there. Obviously, there was nobody there. And I would talk about it, and Travis would always be like, baby, no. And then after we moved out of the house, he was like, I heard the footsteps, and I just didn't want to tell you I heard the footsteps because I didn't want to like. I feel like Travis has an anti-ghost aura. Like he keeps the ghosts away when
Okay.
he's in the room. This could just be because I'm a little pansy. But when I'm by myself.
Sounds like you feel safe around your
I feel
long-term
so
romantic partner. It
safe.
sounds wonderful.
He makes me feel safe. Honestly, he does though. I used to have really bad night paralysis.
Oh yeah. Well, that's also where the ghosts live, is in the minds of people with sleep paralysis.
It's scary.
Yeah,
Sleep paralysis is
sounds
so
like the most
scary.
frightening thing.
I mean, it feels like somebody's like touching you, or like that you see somebody in front of you. It's really terrifying.
Yeah.
And I used to get it really bad, and it stopped when I started dating Travis, or rather when we started living together.
I mean, if that's not a sign that would make you believe in something,
Right?
right? Have you like figured out an explanation for that?
Yeah, he's anti-ghost.
He's got the anti-ghost story.
That's what
Very
it
literally.
is.
I think that's
He
beautiful.
keeps me safe. So if I'm traveling or he's traveling, it's the worst because I'm like, oh, they're gonna come back.
Now the ghosts live at the Holiday Inn Express next to the Fort Worth Airport. That's tough.
You're not supposed to have mirrors facing your bed either,
For why?
because ghosts.
I'm so sorry. I should have known it was
They
because
come
ghosts.
out at night.
The ghosts, yeah.
They come out of the mirrors. They come out. They come out of the mirrors
Yeah.
and they haunt your dreams.
Do you know the Hat Man?
The paralysis demon, the Hat Man? Yeah, I know
Okay,
the Hat Man.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Stupid question.
We have these closet doors. I did it. We added this to my bedroom. What was I thinking? We didn't have enough storage, and I was like, let's add like some closet space here in the bedroom. So there's like full-length mirrors that you can open up that are right next to the bed. So if Travis is not home, I cannot sleep with those doors closed. I open them up and sleep with the closet open, which sounds also scary, but it's a shallow closet, so it's okay. Regular closets, doors have to be closed.
The ghosts don't live in the closet.
Not in that closet.
Not in that closet.
The ghosts
Other
live in the
closet.
other closet.
It all sounds, again, it sounds like you've figured out ways to manipulate your surroundings to succeed in the ways that you think you need
I do
to.
well playing pretend at a table because, yeah.
The very vivid imagination.
Very
It's
strong.
Yeah. And I think that is genuinely that sense of imagination and also curiosity about the world is, I think, maybe the best two tools that you can have in all of life.
It's rough. You know, I was putting my son to bed the other night.
Mm-hmm.
And
Does he have the same,
he can see ghosts.
He sees ghosts?
Yeah, he sees ghosts.
I should have known.
I don't try to like encourage it, but he sees ghosts. He was going to sleep the other night and he was like, there's a monster under my bed. And that's like so normal, right?
Sure, yeah.
And then he was like, but don't worry about him. And I was like, oh, really? And he's like, oh, yeah, he's just a goofy guy. It was the best.
That's the sweetest thing. How did you not just break down and start crying?
I was like,
I love it.
I was so scared of monsters under my bed when I was a kid. And he's just like, that's great. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He gets me into trouble.
It sounds like he got a little bit of Travis's anti-ghost aura, which is
Yeah.
very real and protective, and then your wonderful, vivid sense of imagination. And I think what an incredible thing that you've combined
You
powers.
should come to my house and experience it.
I would love to.
It's not that
I'll bring you
bad.
chicken fried chicken.
It's like, you know, you'll be laying in bed and you just hear a on the wall. That's creepy.
Bust into the ice cream.
You have to have the ice cream. Wait, no, I'm gonna eat the ice cream with a fork, so you can add it to the cake bite.
I'm not gonna argue it.
Don't judge.
I'm not gonna judge. I have a heavy anti-fork bias. You're pro ghost.
Oh, really?
Anti-fork. Yeah, I just don't think they should exist.
Really?
I see nothing that a fork can do that chopsticks and a spoon can't do.
And you're also a wet bread.
I'm a wet bread. That sounds like a slur. Now that's a slur.
So you like a soup bowl, a bread bowl, tres leche cake. Love a tres leche.
That'd be my last dessert. This is a no
Really?
leche. This is a no leche cake, which is tough for me. It's so delightful.
Really? Add some ice cream to it. Smother it up.
What did I snap at you? That was crazy. Oh my
Give me the
Jesus! What a
Pass
terrible,
me the milk.
awful host. Doing this. How did the life philosophy of Tohru Honda in Fruits Basket affect your outlook? And did that reach you at a time when you really needed it?
I needed it so bad. Tohru is the best. She's the best human. Look, she was one of the first characters I did outside of Dragon Ball Z, which Dragon Ball Z was a very specific type of recording.
Yeah.
And then Tohru comes along, and she sees the best in everybody. She wants everybody to be happy. She's self-sacrificing to a fault. And I was 19 when I was recording her, and I wanted to be like that. I wanted to be able to see the joy in all of my life. I feel like her being one of my first roles really she shaped who I was at the time.
Yeah.
And I feel like she changed me.
What was your outlook on life before you started voicing her?
My nickname when I was a kid was Oscar.
No way.
Yeah, because I was just kind of like,
You were a snarly little kid?
I was a whiny little kid. I was grouchy, and I'm kind of still grouchy. Travis can probably testify to that, but
Outwardly, you seem very ebullient in that way. Like, you seem very bright. That's
Tohru.
surprising to
It's
hear.
not me. It's all Tohru.
It's all channeling Tohru
yeah,
from
it's
all
just
those years
channeling
ago.
her. She's a great human. It's a good show. You should watch it.
I love how literally you carry those characters with you. Like, they're real.
Certain ones, I feel like certain characters stay with you. I don't think you can play a character without bringing at least part of yourself into it, right? I mean, some are very different, but it has to come from some place of honesty.
Yeah. We ask every guest on the show, what do you think happens when you die?
I had this dream that I was like this little light, and it was just me, and it was this little like ball of light, and I was just like alone, and I was sad, and it was just kind of a sad dream, just like a light floating in darkness. And then after a while in the dream, it kind of zoomed out a little bit, and I was this ball of light, but there was another ball of light that was kind of close to me that was also floating in the darkness, and it was like, it felt good. And then it zoomed out a little bit more, and there were lots of balls of light that I just hadn't seen before. And we were all kind of moving in one direction. And then it zoomed out some more, and there was another group of balls of light that was moving in the opposite direction, and we were all, and it kept zooming out, and it kept zooming out, and I realized that it was like rivers of light flowing in two opposite directions, flow out some more, and it was part of a leg, a vein in a leg that was moving and flowing, and kept going out and kept going out until it was all of these balls of light, and you couldn't tell they were individual balls anymore. It was just a glowing person walking with flowing hair through the darkness, and it was joyful, and it had started out so sad, and at the end of the dream, I woke up and I was so happy, and it changed me when I woke up from that dream, because like we're all in this together.
How do I join?
You're already here.
Your cult. How do we get it? Come on, like let's do it. No, that's like truly one of the most beautiful things I've heard.
It was a great dream.
Ready to go to the lightning round?
Oh no, okay.
Who's the one person, dead or alive, you'd want to share your actual last meal with?
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. It all comes back to him.
It all comes back to Harrison
Son's
Ford.
a chef.
My sister studied art in high school, and she made me pay her to draw me a picture of Harrison Ford dipping Princess Leia. So it was technically Han Solo, and Princess Leia like doing the dip, and she made me pay her $5 to draw a picture of them, and it's still framed in my house.
What song do you want to be played at your funeral?
Satellite by Sarah Bareilles.
Who's one fictional character you'd want at the D&D table?
Play with?
Yeah.
Kermit the Frog.
Oh, come on. Who's your dream eulogizer at your funeral?
You know the priest from The Princess Bride?
I think we can get him. Whataburger or In-N-Out?
Whataburger.
What's your biggest fear?
Oh no! Like for real? I can say my biggest phobia: crowds. I'm just terrified of crowds. My biggest fear? Like what I think about when I'm going to sleep, and like that I'll die and my son won't have a mom. That's a horrible fear.
Horrible fear.
And we started it feeling mortal, we're ending it feeling mortal. That's it. Just
all
like
we get.
I every time I get on a plane, I'm like, I can't die on this plane.
You and Travis voiced Lois Lane and Superman respectively.
Hey.
What's your dream couple to voice?
Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy.
Come on, in the RPG?
Just a video game of Pride and Prejudice. I would play the shit out of that game. Can I top you off, honey? You need it
Oh my
more.
God, yes, please.
All right.
Oh my, I found another accent. It's just
You found it.
It's a little
Look
bit of
at
Matthew
us.
McConaughey, you know.
gotta
All
use that
right.
in the next one.
I'd love
All
a little
right.
bit of coffee. Now, honey, what's your greatest regret in life?
I got this tattoo. It's a Vox Machina tattoo. I don't regret having a Vox Machina tattoo, but I do regret on the day, everybody's getting circles, and I was like, what if we turned it into a square? It'll be so cool. And me and Matt, who else got the square? Marisha, maybe? And we all have Gmail tattoos now.
I was gonna ask.
You thought I had a Gmail tattoo.
It's crazy.
Don't change a tattoo last minute.
Yeah, especially geometrically. Finally, Laura, are you happy?
I am. Are you?
I'm incredibly happy. I'm at least very happy now that I'm filled with cake and champagne, and you were such wonderful company. And I'm a huge fan of your work, and I can't thank you enough for
This
coming
was
on
a
the show.
blast. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. If you want to deliver your last words to that camera right there.
Be kind.
And a farty poop fart.
And a
all
farty
of
poop fart to you.
Check her out on The Legend of Vox Machina, out now, season 4 on Prime Video. It's very exciting.
That's right, buddy.
What was that accent? What was that?
That's Vixonia.
Where's she from?
You
Austria?
know, yeah.
Hungry for more? Catch up on every Last Bite with the Last Meals playlist at lastmeals.com.